David Beckham, the 50-year-old football legend whose right foot once bent it like no other, stands on the cusp of a crowning achievement that transcends the pitch, a knighthood from King Charles III at Buckingham Palace. Scheduled for a ceremonial Tuesday afternoon, the event will etch Sir David Beckham into the annals of British history, honoring his unparalleled contributions to sport, philanthropy, and the subtle art of global ambassadorship. Included in the King's birthday honors list back in June, this accolade arrives not as a bolt from the blue but as the culmination of a lifetime's dedication, witnessed by a family whose own legacy now gleams with royal luster. Beckham will step into the palace's grand state apartments flanked by his nearest and dearest, transforming what could be a solitary honor into a familial triumph. At his side will be his wife of 25 years, Victoria Beckham, soon to be styled Lady Victoria, 51, the former Spice Girl turned fashion titan whose posh empire has redefined luxury athleisure. Their presence together evokes the enduring partnership that began in Manchester United's locker rooms and blossomed into a power duo gracing Met Galas and state dinners. Joining them is likely Beckham's cherished mother, Sandra, 76, the East End matriarch whose unwavering support fueled his ascent from Leytonstone youth leagues to World Cup dreams. The trio's arrival will be a tableau of quiet pride. Beckham in a bespoke Seville rose suit, Victoria in elegant tailoring from her own atelier, Sandra beaming in understated chic, a visual symphony of roots and reach. This intimate gathering underscores the ceremony's deeper resonance, one forged in unlikely bonds between a working-class footballer and a monarch with a green thumb. Beckham and King Charles's friendship, nurtured over years of shared causes, finds its green heart in gardening, a passion that unites the sweat of the soil with the strategy of the sword. Charles, an advocate for organic farming since founding the Duchy of Cornwall estate, has long championed sustainability. Beckham, post-retirement, immersed himself in landscape design, collaborating on urban green spaces and even tending his Cotswolds estate's meadows. Their chats, insiders reveal, meander from heirloom tomatoes to heritage orchards, a far cry from the locker room banter of Beckham's playing days. This rapport likely sweetened the knighthood nomination, blending personal affinity with public merit. Sharing the spotlight will be the Right Honourable Sir Melvyn Stride, the erstwhile Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, knighted for his stewardship of social welfare reforms amid economic tempests. Stride's honor salutes bureaucratic fortitude, navigating welfare overhauls and pension safeguards, contrasting Beckham's more visceral legacy. 5 Premier League titles with United, captaining England to Euro 2004 glory, and pioneering football's global commodification through stints at Real Madrid, LA Galaxy, and PSG. Yet, both men's citations converge on service. Stride's policy blueprints, Beckham's charitable blueprints. For Beckham, this palace pilgrimage fulfills a boyhood reverie woven from the fabric of monarchy-mad weekends. As a nipper in Chingford, he'd tag along with his monarchist grandparents to Horse Guards parade, eyes wide at trooping the colors pomp, drums thundering, feathers plumes dancing, the Queen gliding in regal splendor. Those excursions, sandwiched between kicking a ball against council house walls, instilled a reverence for pageantry that his Cockney roots might otherwise eschew. It was magic, he later reflected in his autobiography, the scent of horses and history imprinting young David's psyche. Now, mere weeks after his own golden birthday, marked by a Miami yacht bash with Snoop Dogg toasts and Harper Seven's ballet recitals, the East London lad realizes that dream. Sir David, the moniker rolls off the tongue like a perfectly weighted free kick. The nomination's architects add gravitas to the guild. UNICEF, Beckham's partner in over 2 decades of goodwill, spearheaded the push, citing his ambassadorship that raised millions for child health, from malaria nets in Sierra Leone to education drives in war-torn Yemen. As a goodwill ambassador since 2005, he's traversed favelas and refugee camps, his megastar wattage amplifying pleas for the voiceless. Complementing this, the British Fashion Council endorsed him for elevating the UK's style cachet. His fragrance lines, underwear campaigns, and Victoria's VB label turning sportswear into sartorial statements. Together, these titans lobbied the Honours Committee, framing Beckham not as a faded footballer but a multifaceted force for good. Beckham's journey to this juncture is a tapestry of grit and grace. Born in 1975 to Ted, a kitchen fitter, and Sandra, a hairdresser, he joined United's academy at 14, rising through class of '92 lore alongside Giggs, Scholes, and the Nevilles. His 1996 wonder goal from midfield announced a phenom. The 1998 World Cup red card tested his mettle. Off-field, he's built a brand worth billions. Co-owner of Inter Miami, where Messi's arrival minted MLS gold, president of the Football Association's Inclusion Panel, and style icon whose tattoos chronicle family lore. Fatherhood to Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper has softened his edges, channeling competitive fire into coaching youth teams and advocating mental health, admitting his own battles with anxiety post-retirement. The palace ceremony, steeped in 900-year tradition, will unfold with scripted solemnity, the investiture room's crimson walls, the clink of the sword on shoulder, Charles's measured tones reciting citations. For Beckham, it's surreal. The man who once dodged posh advances at a World Cup party now kneels before a king he's called friend. Victoria, ever the steely partner, will watch with a mix of pride and possessiveness. Sandra, wiping a tear, recalling scraped knees and endless drills. Beyond the pomp lies legacy's quiet forge. Beckham's knighthood elevates him alongside knights like Elton John and Lewis Hamilton, but his true scepter is influence, inspiring lads from council estates to dream bigger, proving talent plus tenacity conquers class. As he rises from that kneel, Sir David Beckham won't just honor the crown, he'll crown his own improbable arc, a testament to bending life's curveballs into triumphs.